Hello, young adventurers! Welcome back to Storytime Adventures, where every story takes us on a journey filled with wonder, excitement, and a little bit of magic. Are you ready to explore? Then let's begin! Penny loved puzzles. She could spend hours solving mazes, piecing together jigsaw puzzles, or folding paper into perfect shapes. She was a clever girl with deep brown skin, short curly pigtails, and bright eyes that twinkled with curiosity. She always wore her favorite red hoodie and carried a small notebook filled with ideas, drawings, and brain teasers. One afternoon, she sat in her bedroom, carefully cutting a square piece of paper for an art project. She held it up and smiled. "Perfect," Penny said. But just as she placed it on her desk, the square paper lifted off the table and flew right out the open window. "Hey!" Penny jumped up and ran outside. The paper floated down the street, but instead of tumbling like regular paper, it flipped perfectly in the air, landing neatly on the sidewalk. Penny ran to pick it up, but the moment her fingers touched it, the paper began to glow. Before she could react, everything around her spun, and suddenly she landed with a soft thud on something firm and flat. Penny sat up and gasped. She was in a world made entirely of squares. The sky stretched in neat, blocky clouds. The buildings were all perfect cubes, and the trees had square leaves. Even the bushes looked like tiny green blocks. "This is amazing," Penny whispered. Then she heard a voice. "Oh no, oh no, oh no." She turned to see a small square-shaped creature pacing nervously. It had a boxy body, short legs, and wide, panicked eyes. "Excuse me," Penny said, stepping forward. "Are you okay?" The creature gasped. "Oh, a human. You must be Penny." Penny blinked. "How do you know my name?" The creature pointed to her notebook. "You're a puzzle solver, and we need your help. I'm Quaddy, and something terrible has happened to our town's Square Quilt." Penny tilted her head. "Square Quilt?" Quaddy nodded. "It's a giant quilt that keeps our world balanced. It's made up of 100 perfect squares, but one has gone missing. Without it, everything is starting to wobble." Just then, Penny noticed the ground beneath her shake slightly. Quaddy whimpered. "See? If we don't find the missing square, everything could fall apart." Penny smiled. "Then let's solve this puzzle." Penny and Quaddy searched all over the town. They checked the bakery, where square cakes lined the shelves. They searched the park, where children played hopscotch on perfectly drawn square grids. But the missing quilt square was nowhere to be found. Then Penny spotted something unusual. A single square window on a building was slightly tilted, unlike the others. She gasped. "That's not right." She ran over and reached for the window frame. When she pushed, the entire window popped right off. And underneath, there it was, the missing quilt square. "You found it," Quaddy cheered. Penny grinned. "Time to put it back where it belongs." At the heart of the town lay the massive square quilt, a giant pattern of neatly stitched squares. But right in the middle was an empty space. Penny carefully placed the missing square into the spot. Immediately, the ground stabilized. The building stood firm, and the sky glowed brighter. "You did it," Quaddy cheered, bouncing happily. "The square quilt is whole again." Penny beamed, proud of her work. Then a gentle glow surrounded her. "I think it's time for me to go home," she said. Quaddy smiled. "You'll always be welcome in the land of squares." With one last wave, Penny stepped into the glowing light. Penny opened her eyes and found herself back in her bedroom. The paper square she had cut earlier sat neatly on her desk. She picked it up and smiled. I knew puzzles were magical. And from that day on, Penny kept solving puzzles, always wondering, could another adventure be waiting inside? The end for now. But don't worry, adventurers. Another Storytime adventure is just around the corner. Until next time, keep imagining, keep exploring, and remember, magic is everywhere if you know where to look. Hey adventurers! Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel and turn on your notifications so you can join us on our new adventure.